So I don't know if you've seen this, but there's this video going viral as hell online. And I'm going to be honest, I'm past the days of slash B and 4chan. I was traumatized as a small child, having to be subjected to beheadings and stuff. And I'm not trying to see no beheadings. I'm not trying to see the dog shovel thing or the glass in the jar ass guy. I'm done with that part of my life. I'm in my 30s. For some odd reason, Elon Musk is like, you know what? Let's have death on the front page of every feed on Twitter. And that is kind of like, the only thing I would change about X right now, can I not have gore videos on my feed every 2 seconds? But by God, you guys share them because you're degenerates and you're messed up and you need help. But there's a video going viral of a lady being set on fire in a New York subway. But don't worry, New York subways are definitely safe. That's what the politicians are saying. But the guy was arrested, by the way, and he just watched. He just watched. The cops walked by. No one did anything. Obviously, the Daniel Penny situation kind of set a precedent. No one wants to help anybody out anymore because they're afraid they're going to go to jail for the rest of their life if they do so. That's nothing. What actually happened? The guy's been arrested. He's Guatemalan. Make sure you subscribe. We're jumping into the sauce right damn now. Very important. All right, boys. It says, what do you know about the death of the woman who was set on fire in a New York City subway train? New York City police have arrested a man on murder charges in the death of a woman who was set on fire inside a subway train early Sunday morning. And again, I won't be playing the video, obviously, because I can't. It's against YouTube's TOS, but it's a horrific video. And to be honest, I would just suggest not watching it. I don't like those things. I've never been into that kind of stuff. So that's just me. It says Sebastian Zepeda, 33, was arrested Monday after being taken into custody the previous day. It is unclear if Zepeda has an attorney and when he will be arraigned. Immigration officials say Zepeda, who is Guatemalan, had been deported before and didn't have permission to be in the U.S. I'm so shocked. How many of these random ass killings are completely the exact same background every time? Man, come on, put them on the bus. Police said surveillance video showed a man calmly approach the woman, who has yet to been identified, aboard a stationary F train at the Coney Island Stillwell Avenue station in Brooklyn, and then he set her on fire. Her clothing became fully engulfed in a matter of seconds, said the New York City Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, describing the case as one of the most depraved crimes one person could commit against another human being. But it's fine. We're not going to fix it. The man then sat on a nearby bench outside the train car and watched as officers and a transit worker extinguished the flames. And if I could play the video for you, you would see that an officer walks by and does nothing, and this dude sits on a bench and watches her burn alive. Zepeda was taken into custody hours after police disseminated images of a suspect in the woman's death. Police said 3 high schoolers called 911 after recognizing the person in the image, and officers found him on another subway train in the same gray hoodie, wool hat, and paint splattered pants and tan boots. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement spokesman Jeff Carter said Zepeda is a Guatemalan citizen who entered the U.S. illegally after he'd been previously deported to Guatemala in 2018. And here's the issue, man. Here's the issue. Everybody always likes to tout all these other countries. Oh, look at it. It's Finland. It's a beautiful place. Japan. All these great places, right? But they completely forget that their immigration policy is so damn strict that these things don't happen in these areas, right? Well, we need to be more like Japan or Finland or Denmark or any of these other countries. Poland. We need to be more like them. Well, guess what they have that we don't? An immigration policy where Guatemalan guy can't come burn your ass. It is unclear when and where he re-entered the U.S. Oh, come on. I ain't got time for this. A Brooklyn address for Zepeda released by police matches a service center for Samaritan Drop Day Village. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez released a statement that we will do everything in our power to ensure accountability in this case. Here's what we should do. I'm making the rule. This is my proposed rule. If you enter the country illegally, okay, you don't get due process, and if you do a crime that's heinous, the crime gets done to you on live TV. If you told Zepeda, hey man, we're gonna light you on fire, he'd be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody be like, well, never mind. I ain't gonna light people on fire anymore. I don't want to be fire guy now. It says, what kind of police presence is there on the subway? Well, there is some, but they didn't do anything. It says police patrol the New York City subways, and there's a vast network of cameras in all the stations. But the sheer size of the subway system, 472 stations with multiple entry points and millions of riders a day, make policing it a logistical nightmare. Oh no. Oh no. On Sunday, officers were at the station but were patrolling a different subway platform. They responded after seeing and smelling smoke coming from the fire. New York Governor Kathy Hochul earlier this year directed members of the state's National Guard to assist with random bag checks at certain stations. Is crime up on subways? What do you think? Violent incidents in the subway often put people on the edge, in part because many New Yorkers take the train multiple times a day and often have their own experiences with uncomfortable interactions in the system. Broadly, crime is down in the city transit system this year compared to last year at the same time. And I got to be completely transparent with everybody. It's because they stopped reporting certain crimes to make their giant inflated crime number decrease. That's all a bunch of BS, by the way. They just stopped reporting and police inserting certain things. Therefore, the crime on paper lowered, but it didn't in real life. Kind of like how a lot of things were moved from felony to misdemeanor in California. Now, suddenly, California has lower crime in certain areas. Shocking, right? Data compiled by the Metropolitan Transportation Authority show a 6% decline in what the agency calls major felonies. Keep in mind, what was a felony in 2023 may not be a felony in 2024. Therefore, felonies are down, right? It's all a bunch of bullshit between January and November. At the same time, murders in the transit system are up, with 9 killings this year through November compared to 5 in the same period last year. 9 people killed on a subway. 9. That is 5 times more than how many people are killed in my entire city a year. Praise be, Alabama. High-profile incidents on the train, such as the case of Daniel Penny, a military veteran who choked an agitated New York subway rider and was acquitted of the homicide this month, often attract national attention and further unnerve passengers. Unnerve passengers. We would never want to be choked out. He wasn't choking out you, Sandra. He was choking out the crazy dude. Hence why he got off. He choked out the guy threatening everybody. The guy setting people on fire was the guy getting choked out. You don't have to worry, Jessica. You're going to be fine. Daniel Penny's not going to get you. God, so silly. Don't go watch the video. It's absolutely insane. And something needs to change. There's just too many damn times I read a story and it's like, oh, it just so happens to be a dude from damn Guatemala. I'm like, great. Maybe he should have been in Guatemala setting people on fire. Not here. The minimum responsibility of the government should be to protect the people here as far as they can. That should be like a minimum. That should be the price of admission. What do you think? That's what I think.